Olga Stone came to the Isle of Man 15 years ago. She was the first person from the former Soviet Union to settle on the island.
I was a bit concerned that, having not seen anybody from Ukraine before, actually, in the community, then local people might be a bit aware of my being different. However, I couldn't have wished for a more friendly welcome that I received. Trying to do something for the community, I started playing organ straight away, which helped me to integrate a lot.
Music obviously means a lot to you.
Well, I wanted to be a concert pianist since I was 5. And I went to music school in Soviet Union, then I went to musical college in the Crimea, where I grew up, and then I went to the conservatory in Odessa. So up to my coming to the Isle of Man 15 years ago, it was the major part, I would say, of my working life.
How did you view Christmas?
I didn't, because I was brought up as an atheist in a way. Then our religion was not very much celebrated and wasn't openly allowed. We were celebrating Soviet holidays or things like Victory Day, for example. But then, when the collapse of Soviet Union came about, this huge revival of churches and resurrection of this faith that suddenly became acceptable, and you started understanding more what it's about and what important part it can play in people's lives. And I came to it myself.
Tell us a little bit about the music and the culture and the traditions of the Orthodox Church.
Well, Orthodox Church has very strong singing tradition. And of course, there is no instrumental part to it. It's a cappella singing, which means that you have this heavenly sound of well-balanced choir. And congregation seldom joins. And it has been like this throughout centuries, that congregation didn't join like it does in Britain, singing hymns and singing carols. We don't have Advent in the same way. We have 2 Christmases at home because your Christmas comes first, but Orthodox Christmas is later, which is on the 7th of January. And that means that we have our Christmas tree probably the longest on the island, as we keep it up, which is 19th of January. Orthodox religion is built on hope. I do go to our churches when I am in Ukraine. I feel I need to put a candle for good hope. I need to see that I ask certain saints certain things, and that's what it means to me, that I ask that there will be some good, in the world. Not just in a sense that the whole world will become wonderful, but that good will prevail. Generally, people will have good in their souls.
Living on the Isle of Man, you're never more than 6 miles away from the lapping of the waves. Isn't that wonderful? It's a close-knit community with a unique way of life. Becky Bannister had to leave all this behind when earlier this year she headed off to the mainland to study law at York University.
Well, this is probably one of the biggest years I've had so far in my life. I've flown the nest and I've moved on into an independent life. So it's been great, but very daunting at the same time. This is the first time I've lived away from home. Just the pace of life here is so much faster. It's such a busier place here, so it's fun to get in the hustle and bustle of things. It's actually quite hard to reflect and feel homesick and looking back at the Isle of Man because I'm so caught up in university life. But when I do think about it, there are certain aspects of the Isle of Man that I miss. Like the countryside and the surroundings on the Isle of Man. 1 minute you can be at the beach, and 5 minutes later you can be in the middle of nowhere. And just have that different variety of landscape, I miss that. Growing up there was such a privilege. Moving to university has been quite hard, and my friends often ask me, why are you always calm, why are you always happy, how do you cope with university life so well? And I just say, well, it's my faith, to be honest. It's just carried me through. So being a Christian, I don't know how I would live without being a Christian now. It's embedded in my whole character and personality. As term comes to an end here at York, the Christmas cards are rolling in from all my housemates, so it's great to have some Christmas atmosphere with people that I've not experienced Christmas with before. So I'm going to miss them over the 3 weeks that I'm back at home, but I'm certainly looking forward to going home and seeing all my family. Writing Christmas cards to my family has been a big reflection for me, and I have felt quite homesick while writing them because I just want to get there now and talk to them about my whole university experience. Throughout Advent, I get this spiritual warmth, something to look forward to, and well, it's a big birthday bash, really, on Christmas Day, if you put it in simple terms, to celebrate this one miraculous event.